Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon in Libra reading for April 6, 2023. Full moons close out cycles. You are closing out a cycle that has the theme, the star, with it. Scorpio just got this as well, so who knows, maybe you'll be working with a Scorpio or dealing with one. The star is wish and accomplishment and success, healing and recovering. It is being guided. It is being led by something bigger than you. It's very much a card for the future and the positive outcome of a future endeavor, as well as information, because it is associated with Aquarius. And for me, Aquarius is the information card. And that's why it's the water barrier, because water holds information. All right. Let's see how your 2 weeks is going to play out. You're closing out a cycle with the Queen of Swords. This is a very sharp, analytical individual. She can be a bit harsh with her words, but she makes herself quite clear and will cut off any person or situation that she doesn't align to. And she definitely seeks the truth. So she can be a bit harsh in her approach, but she's definitely the person that you would want to employ when going through red tape, having to deal with the finer details. This is my Virgo card, so very analytical, very detail-oriented, and very precise and refined. Okay, and then you have the Fool card to go along with that, which is kind of contradictory because the Queen of Swords probably wouldn't be foolish. Although, she can, yeah, sure, she can make some quick, foolish mistakes. But the Fool in this case can be that you are taking a leap of faith. A new adventure is ahead of you. But if you look, they're kind of moving in opposite directions. And so maybe your reason is telling you one thing, but your spirit or your initiative is telling you something else. They're kind of going in different directions here. Having said that, the Fool has the sun on his back, so you are being supported. The Fool is also, you come to this moment with everything you need to begin this new situation, which is closing out a cycle. But it's whatever new adventure you may be wanting to begin. It feels to me like if there is this new adventure or new something that you want to begin, the Queen of Swords is the one who can deal with the minute, with the smaller details, because the Fool isn't. The Fool is associated with Uranus, so we don't know what's going to happen. So the Queen of Swords may try to figure that out ahead of time, but she still can't know what's going to happen, right? So you may be trying to figure it out, but yeah, Uranus is the planet of surprise, so yeah, no. You can't suss it out, but you sure try. The Devil card. You are behaving like the devil, so you're holding on to something. So you may need this sword to break those chains. These are attachments, but this can also be things that just don't go our way, right? They break, they snag, they fall apart, the timing is off. It's the devil. It just throws, stuff in your direction to kind of thwart you. It's the devil. But the devil is showing you his full hand, so you can see what he's doing, right? You can't hide from the devil. He's there in your face. Let's see why you are holding on to something that isn't good for you. New beginning. That's interesting. Are you holding yourself back? Well, the Ace of Wands can be new passion, and the devil is definitely your passions. So, Sagittarius, this can be a little bit naughty. If you're in a relationship, maybe you are meeting up with somebody else. Maybe you need to break a cycle of releasing stuff that isn't good for you, and you have a new idea on how to do it. With the star card there, it's kind of like a divine guide. You may not know where it's coming from, but you just feel like, I have to let this stuff go, right? The Ace of Wands is a new beginning, and you're ready for it. I mean, especially with the Fool and the Ace of Wands. So it's the Queen of Swords who can be like, enough. Enough of this nonsense. Enough of this craziness. And if you're a male or female in a relationship with the Queen of Swords, this can be somebody who really gives you an ultimatum. And it's like, either you let go of this whatever negative thing that you're doing or behaving or engaging in, or I'm out. She will definitely give you that ultimatum. Or she'll just leave. She'll just cut you out. I don't even think she would be the person to leave. She'd throw you out in a flash and not think twice about it. No sentimentality with the Queen of Swords. Pure reason. All right, so what's going to happen? Well, we have the High Priestess card, so things going on behind the scenes. This can be secretive. This can be secretive, Sag. What are you doing? But it's also our divinity. That's interesting. We're cutting away the crap so we can be our divine self. We're cutting away things that are the impurities so we can touch our divine self, so we can live in that energy. Very interesting, but it is also secretive, and it's things going on behind the scenes. So let's see how that's going. I guess it's different for everybody, because I don't think every Sag out there is is doing this. Death. Yep. It's the end. You're letting go. That's fantastic. That's great. Letting go of negative situations, people that are unhealthy, anything in your life. Something that you were passionate about, you're letting it go. Oh, nice. All right, let's get some clarity here. You have a lot of major arcana. You have 4 so far in just the reading. And so that means that a lot of this is going on an internal level. Look at that, another one, the Hermit. Yeah, it's really seeking help. It's seeking information. It's taking the information that you have found or experienced, going internal to digest the information and to come out with wisdom. Changing knowledge into wisdom. You may feel a little bit lonely, especially with that Queen of Swords, because she can cut people out of her life. Or you could take yourself out of public, out of society, out of a relationship, out of a situation to digest. So maybe it's a time apart, away from maybe there is a separation where you can kind of get your bearings and figure it out. Maybe it is detoxing, going somewhere to detox, going to AA, that kind of thing. But you're kind of taking yourself out of a situation with the Hermit. Now, the frequency of 9 can be that we can go quickly and easily to the idea of doom and gloom. But I suggest the wisdom part. Now the Queen of Swords can do that because she can see the negative quite clearly. But the Fool wouldn't. The Fool can't see any of it. He's just in the energy of trust. All right. For good or bad, the trust, huh? Okay, Eight of Swords here. That's coming up quite a bit too. I think that came up with Scorpio as well. All right, so this can be feeling like we can't let go of something that isn't good for us, or that we have no power over this situation. We can't affect solutions. Stuck in the mud, stuck in the mire. And the more we struggle, right, the deeper we go. And so this is saying don't struggle. It's saying wait for situations to turn to your advantage. You can be putting too much energy in the struggle with the Eight of Swords. It's like a mental prison. And with the Devil there, that's tough. But you have the Ace of Wands, and that overrides all of it. It's a new passion. You just may not be able to get to it yet while you're closing out this cycle, okay? Nice, the Three of Pentacles. That's also been making quite a bit of an appearance. This is my necessity is the mother of invention card. It is the idea that a creative solution comes right when you need it, at the moment that you need it. Now, it's also the apprenticeship card, so this can be something very new to you. I don't have that feeling, although it could be for a few people. But it feels more like creative solutions in regards to the cards around it. Okay? And it does feel like group, because this is very much a cooperative effort card. And so maybe within the group situation, you can release what is no longer necessary, what is hurting you, what could be hurting your relationships. But, I mean, I won't discount it. It's also the apprenticeship card. You may have just learned something and you put it into practice. Okay, so maybe you do come out of this situation and you have to very much put into practice the things that you've learned in releasing and letting go of things that aren't good for you. That's also possible here. Okay, you're going to try out your new tactics, the new things that you've learned. And that changes things with the Death card. And again, the High Priestess is touching your divinity, is knowing how divine you really are, and putting an emphasis on that, as opposed to these more materialistic passions that the devil brings you, right? Chocolate, it's so good. You know, I could eat a box of chocolate, but I'm going to pay for it later. I get diabetes or something. And that does nothing for my divinity. I'll just be ill. And when I'm unwell, that doesn't leave you the energy to know your divine self. You're only busy dealing with your illness. It's that kind of energy. But you move past it. There is an ending to this. Nice, I like that. Okay, so what does Spirit want you to know? You have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, folks. This is betrayal. It is dodgy dealings. It's things going on behind the scenes, as well as this card. But this is more your divinity, whereas this is more strategic and tactical. And in the normal Rider-Waite. If I can find it, I'll show you. But he's taking the swords and he's removing them from the opposition's camp so that they can't be used against him. So this is strategy, right? And so this can be used in a good way, the strategy of how you deal with any addictions or negative things that are happening around you or to you. And making things easier for yourself, or it's just being sneaky. It's just being sneaky, and that with the devil is very negative. But that changes. It changes. It changes, and you find your divinity if you put these ideas and the wisdom that you have gleaned into action. Okay, Sag? Okay. Thanks for listening. I hope this has been helpful. I will return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Thank you again for listening. Take good care. Talk to you soon.